everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film back in my T21, and it ends up being a good case study for Prokhorovka and Fiery Salient because you just saw me in encounter mode play my T21 from the south side in Fiery Salient, and now I'm going to be on the north side in standard mode in Proc. 3 artillery on the enemy team and 2 on ours. 2 scouts apiece. Only 3 heavies on the enemy team, 1 TD, and the rest are mediums, whereas we have a lot more heavies. So they have the mobility, we have the fortresses and the firepower. I've already told them I'm going to be spotting on the 1-2 line. And now I'm going to watch, and as I move over in that direction, I'm going to be seeing, does the enemy team, or do we lemming off to the east, or are we going to have snipers support for me? And it looks like a lot of heavies are coming my way, so I'm smiling right now because it has the beginnings of a good fight for us. I'm telling them they have faster scouts. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to E1, so I'm just going to pull up short. The AMX is over on the opposite side of the map. Type 64 hasn't been seen yet. Now he has. He's coming straight up the middle. He's going to die. And I'm going to help him die because of where he was. I get spotted, but no big deal. I'm just going to back up. Twist a little bit. There's a shot that missed me. There's a shot that hit me. All he did was damage my track, so that's cool. I should have concealment back. Now I'm going to move up to E1. Try to. Kind of nervous about the medium right there, but if he backs off now, I'll go to this bush right now. I don't want to get seen going up to E1. If the Cromwell gets forced out of there or dies, then I'm going to try to move up to E1. I have this far enough away, he can't see me, I'm just going to shoot at him.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
Now up to E1, the Cromwell's out of sight. Should be able to get up here safely. There's the OI again. Our heavies decided they're going to push. I'm asking them to wait until I can spot again, but they don't. They just want to be aggressive, so I'll just snipe for a second. See if I can help more with this OI. But with our heavies continuing their steady progression up the map, I'm going to go with them. This is a lot like the way the last map played up, just from the opposite direction. Enemy tank positions are a little bit different, but oop, don't want to get blasted by the KV2. I'd rather come over here and take out the OI. He dies, now I get to come in and circle the KV3. Yeah, that's a KV2. He's ignoring me. Gotta love this. Ignore me more often, heavies. Just pretend I'm not here. This won't hurt a bit. Really. No more than a needle mark. And once again, we're off to a big lead. And we have a whole bunch of tanks coming with me. I just have to go in and light stuff up and let my team blast them before they kill me. So I'm calling out on the battlefield where I'm going to be spotting next, and hopefully they'll have their guns pointed that way when I light something up, and the enemies will die quickly. Such as that Bishop just did. And this M4's coming over going, oops, let me get out of here. Oh, I missed my shot, but that's okay. Now I just have to stay alive long enough to kill that guy, and I did. Several people hit him.
Target acquired.
I want to get back over the hill where all those people, or back over the railroad tracks. All those people sitting up on the hill are going to make short work of me if I stay over there. But as our heavies move in and start firing at them, they're going to have to choose which target they're going to shoot at me. Their Comet's worked his way all the way around the north flank, and he's going to try to move in here and snipe us. But we have 3 tanks dealing with him, so hopefully I don't have to worry about it. If there had been no allied tanks farther north to deal with him, I probably would have broken off here and gone north to try to figure out where he was, so he couldn't snipe our heavies on cap. But with 3 tanks up there, they should be able to handle him. And he's already dead now. It's just picking on the T21.
Didn't even scratch them.
I don't really have a good angle to shoot at, so I'm going to move over here to the hill and maybe come in behind him. The Comet's looking the other way right now, so I'm going to pull back up and shoot again. T21 hasn't paid me any attention yet. Now he is, so I'll just back down. And we get a cap victory. So, would have been nice to finish off those last tanks, but a victory is a victory. I end up with 2,123 damage and 2 kills, 25 of 33% shooting, 76% again, 2,819 assisted damage in 7 spots, lost 28,841 credits, survived the fight, was awarded 2,072 XP and got Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and Spotter mini medals. That gives me a 22nd place battle score of 2,097. And this was fairly similar, especially through the first third of the fight, to the battle just before this, where I attacked from the south side. My mediums ran ahead, so I went with them. In this case, I came down, pulled up short, caught the enemy scout trying to move into position. He died, so after a little bit of time, I moved up to E1. Had a pair of heavies running to the south ahead of me, so I went down with them and helped clean out the western side of the map, and then have everybody shift across to the east and clean up what was left. Same basic gameplay. I didn't think I had the speed because I'm in a T21 to make it to E1, so I drop in like that second row of bushes and wait for the enemy scout to make his push and pick him off, and at that point we have a huge advantage in the west, secure the west, and we have a huge advantage in the fight. Even more so than in encounter, the hill is second fiddle to the west in standard mode. You can make a case that the hill is just as important in encounter mode because you have overwatch on the cap area, but in standard mode, the team that wins the west wins the fight almost every time. So remember that as you trade back and forth between encounter and standard mode. In standard mode, west is key. There are a lot of people online that'll tell you the hill's even more important then, but in standard mode it's not. Win the west, you win the fight. And that's just the way it is. From Prokhorovka winning the west and moving on to dominate the fight 13-6. Happy hunting.